Okay, this is page 462, the graph, number 34, and I've got it graphed already, but I want to explain it. I'm supposed to graph y equals 3 to the power of x plus 2, and y equals 3 to the power of x minus 2. These are both exponential functions because the variable x that's changing is in the exponent, and as this increases, y goes up by quite a bit, and all of these exponential functions have, if this base is greater than 1, they all have this shape of going up. This would be an exponential growth function. So what I want to recognize is that this exponential part, 3 to the x, is like a base or a parent type function. So the first thing I did was just make an xy table with some x values near the y-axis and found y equals 3 to this power. So here's my y coordinates. Then I plotted these points, and I did them in pencil right here, and I'll sketch over this a little heavier. So that's my parent function. It's not the one I was supposed to graph, but when I understand that this is just a shift up, being that you're taking whatever the y value being 3 to the x, and you're adding 2. So you're changing y. It's a vertical shift up by 2, and this is a vertical shift down by 2. Instead of making a new xy table, I can just take my original guide points that I plotted, which were these points, and move them all up by 2. So that when I do that, I get the graph of y equals 3 to the x power plus 2. And when I shift them down by 2 for this graph, I get that function. Okay, they get real close to each other as we get higher. We go way off the graph that's shown here, but they never actually touch. And here, what we've got with our base function is just y equals 3 to the x. This never goes to 0, okay, because you're always going to have 1 over a very, very big denominator, but it'll never get to be 0, and we call that an asymptote. The line, this line, y equals 0, is the asymptote for that base function, y equals 3 to the x. The asymptote for this one, y equals 3 to the x plus 2, is the horizontal line shifted up 2 from that, or y equals 2. It's never going to, this graph will never go below 2. And for the y equals 3 to the x minus 2, that asymptote line is the horizontal line that's 2 below this one, or y equals negative 2. So, and then let's look at the other thing that's noteworthy are the y-intercepts. This base, when x is 0, when anything to the 0 power is 1, goes through the point 0, 1. And as you can see, that the y equals 3 to the x plus 2 is just 2 above that at 0, 3. And then y equals 3 to the x minus 2, the y crosses that y-axis 2 below that at negative 1. And that's the basics for graphing these, is make a quick xy table, make the sketch of the parent function, and then to graph what you want, shift it up or down, and in some cases, like in number 33, left or right. And that's it.